Welcome, everyone, to my channel, Neville Goddard's Teachings. I'm your host, Ramesh. I'm of Indian descent, as you might have already noticed, and I want to continue with the next chapter. So this is going to be like a short summary, and the next video is going to be me reading the chapter once again, and we'll go through some passages and I'll give some explanation of what it means. Anyways, what I found to be really interesting in this chapter is that Neville speaks more about the I am. And I can understand why some of you might think that I am is a bit difficult. Its definition might be difficult to understand. Well, I think I might have figured it out, and this is from my perspective. This is to make it easier for you. And I got some notes, my laptop here in front of me. So I'm going to read them. And remember, if I don't look straight at you in the camera, it doesn't mean that I don't care about you, because I really do care about you and love each and every one of you. Therefore, I decided to create this great channel of this wonderful man, Neville Goddard. All right, let's get to the notes. So here, Neville actually talks that he basically says that you have a desire, all right? And then you have your imagination. So what he says is that for your desire to become real or realized, they must become one. So it's actually like I and my Father are one. You have to become one. And for this to happen, your desire must be natural. So what does it mean, natural? Natural simply means that it is real. It feels real. It looks real. It tastes real. I'll give you an example. I'm holding this apple in my hand. It's real. It feels real. It smells real, and I bet it tastes real too. You can try this out. This is a simple analogy that I use. So this is to feel it real. You can feel it. Press it against your skin, smell it, take a bite, taste it. This is the reality. This is when you feel it real. That's it. Easy, right? So let me go to the next. So let's see. And the moment when you feel your desire to be real, this is actually the moment when your desire is going to be fulfilled. From that moment on, everything and everyone in the whole world, every situation, every single person, every single thing they do or say plays a part into getting you to the realization of your desire. And Neville does mention this in his book. I'll discuss it in the next video where we will be reading the whole chapter, so don't worry. Let me scroll down my notes. It says also that, if you're not happy with your present life, is what he says. I kind of interpreted this in my own words. So if you're not happy with the life you have now, all you have to do is take away your attention from this real world. So just close your eyes and imagine what you want and give it a feeling of naturalness. So you must make sure that it feels real. Now we're going to get much deeper into that in the following chapters. But for now, just remember this one small and simple thing. When you're not happy with your current situation, close your eyes and imagine something completely different. We'll get to it later. Let me scroll down my notes. So what he says is, in this chapter, he very clearly says that you need to live in one reality only. You see, Neville says there's two realities in this chapter, and we'll get In the next video, we'll talk about it. But you have this world right now, three-dimensional world. When you close your eyes, you are in the four-dimensional world. When you go to sleep and you dream, that is four-dimensional. So you must pick only one world to believe in, and this can be quite a challenge. I don't want to say difficult, it's just different. That's my own moral, my own mantra, excuse me. But anyways, you have to choose. So the way I see it, and don't take me the wrong way, well, it's a funny analogy. Neville says that God is your imagination. Do you have an idea or what the real world is? If it's the opposite, would that not be the devil? Think about it. If God is your imagination, then the 3D world could be the devil. And I don't mean the devil as in a very bad way, because I don't believe the devil is bad. It's just the opposite of the 4D. But whatever the 4D decides, because the 4D, four-dimensional world, has all the power. God, your imagination, has all the power. And this will be reflected onto the 3D world. It's just a shadow. It might sound a little bit complicated, and I understand. At first, I also didn't really get it. You will get it. In time, you will get it. Let's continue with my notes. So you do have to make one decision. Choose one world, because he says you cannot serve two gods. You must choose one, which is the God of the 4D, your imagination. And he also says, remember that the way you think of yourself will determine what you will experience in life. So don't think bad about yourself. Think good of yourself. And even I have problems with this. Sometimes something bad happens at my work, and I think, no, am I a good teacher? I should not ask myself that question. I should just say, you know what? What happened, happened. I'm still a good teacher. Whatever happens, it happens for a reason. Perhaps this happened to make me an even better teacher. And I'm still a good teacher. Nothing is wrong. Remember this, really, really important, that whatever you think of yourself right now, there is nothing wrong with you. You are perfect. The only thing that we're doing is we're unlocking skills that are locked inside of us. That's what we're doing. We are already perfect. You are already perfect. Yes, you are perfect. Remember that. Let me continue my notes. So when you imagine, it's actually a prayer. Neville says that a prayer is not, praying like this. No, that is not a prayer. A prayer is you close your eyes and you meditate. You calm yourself down. Calm your mind. Breathe in and breathe out. And when you have done that for about 10 times, just what I do, I count from 1 to 100. And you can mix it up. Like every 10 numbers, you can change a language. And when you have done that, you will reach such a serenity, then it makes you want to. That's the moment you can imagine. Excuse me. I just had my brunch, breakfast, lunch. Anyways, it's not important. So let's see. And in that prayer, when you imagine, it says you must claim that you are who you want to be, or that you already have the thing that you want. What does it mean? To claim, it just means to assume that you have it. And how do you assume? Easy. Look, if I want to have an apple, I just close my eyes and I imagine that right now I'm holding out my hand and I'm holding the apple and I can feel the apple. I can smell the apple. I can taste the apple when I take a bite, and I can chew and I can hear how I chew that apple. This is how you claim something. You claim it, you own it, it's yours, it's all yours. Everything is already yours. Remember that. There is no other way. You already have what you want. You already are who you want to be. Remember that. Write it down. Write it down so that you can see it anywhere you go, in your pocket, on your phone. I don't care. You can write it on your hand so that every time you look at your hand, you can see, ah, I have what I want. Heck, you can even make a tattoo so it will be permanent. Just an idea. Let's see. It's interesting. He also says, first, you go into your imagination, and then all the signs will appear. Because Neville says, signs follow, they do not precede. This means signs can never come before your desire. Your desire comes first, then your imaginal act, and then signs will follow. And the funny thing is, signs will follow when you're not looking for them. Remember that. Don't look for signs. Let it be. You imagined, you felt it real, and that's it. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. Don't want to make this video too long. It should be short. It also says it's interesting that the story of Mary the Virgin giving birth to her son is actually your story, that you are giving life to your desires. We'll go deeper into that in the next video. Let me skip this because it's going to be for the next video. I just want to give you the short, simple points. So let's see. There's some really interesting thing. So yeah, the last thing I wanted to tell you is that the I am is actually two words, and I decided to simplify it a little bit. So if God's name is I am, Neville says here that it's two words. So I thought, what if the word I is desire and am is your imagination? If the two touch each other, it will become a realization. So if I and am are together, it forms God's name. That's God. So desire and imagination touch each other. You feel it real, and that is when you realize this manifestation. So what I'm trying to say is, if you wonder like, oh no, what is the I am? How do I know when I have reached my I am? Simple. Imagine your desire and feel it real. This is when you have reached your I am. That is your I am. This is how I interpret this I amness, and it's easier. And this, when you have done this, when you have reached this I am, you have already said it without using your mouth. You haven't even spoken it out. You don't need to say I am healthy. No, imagine your desire, feel it real. That is the one moment that you have actually said the words I am mentally. It's all mentally. That's it. That's the whole secret. To me, that's it. Let me see if I made some more notes. No, that's it. That's actually what I wanted to tell you. So You see, it doesn't need to be so complicated. And well, I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah, feel free to like this video, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, and if I'm also up for coaching, so just let me know. You can let me know in the comments. You can send me an email. It's Neville Goddard's teachings at gmail.com. If you'd like to make a donation, feel free to make any donation. You're not obligated to. Remember that. This is free and it will always be free. So thank you for watching and listening, and I will see you next time. Now let us go into the silence.